secret is a place where you have to go for yourself. They can't find it because he don't want them to trace him. He said, you can only find me when you worship me in spirit and in truth. I don't want any and everybody over in Eden. He said, this mystery is given unto those who understands the revelation of what I'm saying. Hebrews gospel picked it up in chapter number 4. He says, and he spoke on this wise on a certain day, that there is a rest, that after God had completed his work, he sat down and took a rest. And he said, there is a rest for the people on the seventh day. But this mystery is hidden to those who are without. That word mystery is derived from the word mysterion, which means secret. He said there's a secret place that I got set aside for those who would desire to come aside with me in Eden. Then he went on to say it in Psalms, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High God shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Where are you resting? Over in Eden. Where am I trying to get? Back to Eden. Because if I can get there, I can have everything I need. I don't have no deep revelation, no long drawn out word. I just came to tell you this morning, if you could make your way back to Eden. Look at your neighbor and say, stop trying to drag everybody to Eden with you. Tell your neighbor, like your Lord. You can't drag nobody to Eden. You gotta want to go for themselves. You gotta want to worship him for yourself. You gotta want to love him for yourself. If you got somebody that don't want to go to Eden, you need to cut your ties. You need to move on because you've got to be connected with somebody that want to go where you go. So I want to sing that song no Moses Christie. Let's get back to Eden. Come on, top of the world. Sometimes you dragging people and they're pulling their feet. You pulling them and they got the great song. And you trying to pull them in Eden. And the more you pull, the more they pull back. And they got you so heavy until you can't access your stuff yourself. You turn around and tell them, look, I got dominion over you. And I'm getting ready to cut the ties. And I'm getting ready to move on. Because there's a place in God that I don't have to struggle like this. There's a place in God where I don't have to hurt like this. There's a place in God where I don't have to go through like this. And I'm entering into a day of rest. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, if you're tired, take a rest. There is therefore yet a rest for the people of God. He said the reason why the old church couldn't go in, because they did not have faith mixed with the word. Wow. He said the only way you can access Eden is to have faith. Mix it with what I said. It's not just blind faith anymore. Because we've been wandering around blind. I don't see nothing. I don't feel nothing. No. The greater faith is to know who said it. I don't have to see nothing if I know who said it. I don't have to know how it's going to happen if I know who said it. And because he said it, I believe it. And if I believe it, I can have it. And if he already fixed it in Genesis, why are we crying today? Yes, God. We are in the kingdom. Lean over and tell somebody I'm on my way to Eden. And I might have to leave you. But if you want what I want, you'll come go with me. I'm not going to try to pull you. This is a whosoever will. Let him save himself. God said it as such that he gave you dominion. He told you to pursue. He told you to subdue it. He told you to be fruitful and multiply. Then why are we so barren? Because we don't know the road to Eden. and such. And I could see it like when I was sitting there yesterday, I started getting hungry in my mind. I was getting hungry. Because I started seeing how God was just letting stuff pop up. All he did was spoke and stuff just started popping up. Look at somebody and say, I'm one word away from my stuff. Come on, tell them I'm only one word away from a miracle. One person away from being where I mean. Because God's going to speak and it's just going to start. When God created Adam, that was good. He said male and female created he them. Right? But when it gets to chapter number 2, he said just making you wasn't enough. I got to form you. And then I got to breathe me in you. When he breathed himself into Adam, and Adam inhaled, he inhaled his God-like nature. I'm not catching on this. Look at your neighbor and say, you've been breathing the wrong stuff. Let him form you like you want to form you. Let him make you like you want to make you. And when he breathes in you, you take a deep breath. Oh, did you see? A couple of years ago, they came out with the movie, Waiting to Exhale.
Watch out now.
Angela Bassett, married to a man, help him get success. He decided he want a white woman. I don't know what that spirit is. Like all these pro athletes, they want white girls. You know, they want Spanish. They've been black all their life, in the hood all their life. And then they get rich and they want a white girl. I don't understand that spirit. Look like you hang with a sister that stuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Why they have to go get somebody? You know, white, blonde hair, blue eyes. I'll buy some contacts. Stick with a sister for a minute. Get some good in us. Amen. So, look at this. Work with him through all his rough time. He decided, I'm rich now, and I don't need a sister no more. I want a white girl. And when he left her, she took on a whole nother spirit. She walked in the house, and she thought about all she had did, and all the years I had to struggle to get you the way you are, and all the nights I had to deal with your mess and your foolishness. And she took his clothes and she took them, and she put them in the car, and all the way she was mad. She was upset. She was loading them in the car, took gasoline and threw it in the car. Mercedes-Benz, baby. She said, don't mean nothing because I'm getting ready to light my load. You mean to tell me I'm good enough to take you with nothing, and you get something and you get ready to drop me? Ah, you better hear this. And she took and lit her cigarette. You gotta catch what she inhaled. She lit her cigarette, stood there and smoked it while the clothes was in the car and the gasoline was there. And she got ready to set it on fire. She took that last puff. Did you watch her? Yeah. She said, and walked it off. In other words, I'm getting ready to walk off the dumb stuff. I'm getting ready, I'm not shocked because the Lord has breathed something on the inside of me. And when he breathed, you inhale and exhale, blow out the dumb stuff. Look at somebody and say, blow it off. Everything that's been trying to imprison your mind, you need to learn how to blow it off. Take a deep breath and walk in the things of God. The prescribed spot of God, the designated place, the place of bliss and delight. Eden.